Hello everyone and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week, we're going to find out what happens if you can't politic it all in a game of Commander. Let's see what everyone's running.
Hey, it's Phil, and today I'm not politicking. In fact, my deck does pretty much nothing by itself. Unless the opponents wanted to do something, which, I mean, they're free to do. I'm not gonna stop them.
Hi, I'm Richard, and I'm playing my Dune movie deck. We're gonna make a lot of Sand Warriors, and we're gonna make some Sandworms, so it should be sweet.
What's up? No politics, no problem. We're just gonna smash and try to make a bunch of dragons with Goro and Satoru with my cool little Jujutsu Kaisen altar theme.
I'm Seth and I'm trying to cheat some super big creatures into play super fast with the new OTJ legend, Cool the Unrepentant. This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimateguard.com, and you can purchase all your cards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying merch at our merch store at mtggoldfishmerch.com and liking and subscribing to help the channel grow. All right, with the intros out of the way, let's hop into the game. 4, 3, 2, 1. Clash on.
Expansion! All right. Also, I guess you all get to see my tokens. They are all my favorite dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons. Nice. Before Phil takes his turn, I have a pregame action. I'm going to reveal Chancellor the Forge, which if I have in my opening hand, I can reveal it. In the beginning of my first upkeep, I make a hasty 1/1 red goblin. And then you can go. That's all I had.
I'm gonna draw a card, and I'm gonna play the fearsome turn 1 monkey, command tower, and hidden gibbons. When one of your opponents successfully casts an instant
That's
or
not
interrupt
the monkey I was
spell,
thinking of.
if hidden gibbons is an enchantment, it's now a 4/4 creature that's an ape. And the flavor text says, when apes want something, it's a matter of give and take.
Isn't that
Just-
decent?
yeah.
That's just a 1-mana 4/4. There's no
Yeah,
place
sure,
instant.
sure.
And you said 60 card.
Are you passing
Wait, Seth,
after
get rid of
that?
your
Yeah, I'm
commander.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I guess I'll just go ahead and play a Storm-Carved Coast Pass.
Ooh. At the beginning of my upkeep, I will get my goblin token from my Chancellor the Forge, and then I will draw for my turn.
Is Gollum a goblin?
I think so. Yeah, it says goblin, so it must be.
Lord of the Rings fan base in shambles right now.
What is it not a goblin? Your go, Richard. You kind of.
I'm playing a desert deck, so like all my lands enter tapped and
damage.
for possibly no mana colors because all the Amonkhet ones are colorless. Bristling Backwoods. It's a Gruul dual land. I get to ping someone for 1. I will ping Phil because he
Politics,
for
though?
no
That's-
reason, because we're not politicking. I'm not going to state any reason. I'm just going to ping Phil.
Draw. Deal 2 to myself to shock in this Hollowed Fountain. And then I'm going to play a Felmore Stone, which taps for
Everything but white.
go.
That's
I'm
not
a plain
politics.
instant.
We're just telling you.
Yeah.
Well, my commander is Jujutsu Kaisen, so naturally, Tokyo Prefectural Jujutsu High, aka Command Tower. Yep, right, everybody? Yeah, okay, yeah. Just nod your head, you get it. And then,
Yeah, Jujutsu High. Yes.
yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna play Satoru, the Infiltrator. And then I pass. That's right, Satoru, as in Satoru Gojo.
I will untap
He
and draw.
parties.
I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to pay 2. I am going to play Jadar, Ghoulcaller of Nephalia. At the beginning of my end step, if I don't control a creature with decay, I make a 2/2 black zombie creature token with decay. And then I will attack Richard for 1 with my goblin. You have the precious. You can go.
Schmeagle.
And then I'll get my zombie here.
I don't think this is that far off. Gollum already exists. And eventually when we get Jujutsu Kaisen, right? I don't know where I need to look for this. But when it eventually enters Magic, this will be a real battlefield.
This is like one of the OG desert.
Reported.
The original.
Reported.
It taps for colorless, but I can tap it to deal 1 damage to target attacking creature, but only activate during end of combat step. So Gollum's days are numbered. Tiller engine.
Tiller Engine.
Here to fix Richard's mana base. Whenever a land enters the battlefield tapped and under your control, untap that land or tap target non-land permanent and opponent controls. It's my spice harvesting machine. I'm harvesting spice here. All right, go ahead.
Oh, Whoa! Is it Lisan Al Gaib? Like, is this what's going on right now?
Okay. Hold on. The chosen one is coming soon. We're
I'm
just
going
setting up.
to-
We're just setting up the world for spice.
Pay
Okay.
3 mana. You might notice a pattern. Every card in this deck is related to my opponent doing something. So I'm gonna play Campbell Profiteering Major Mario.
Ooh.
Oh, not this guy again.
Yeah,
That
so
was my
whenever
commander
somebody
a couple
creates a
weeks ago.
token, I also create one of these tokens, and whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain 1 life. So as long as you guys don't make any tokens, this does nothing. And then I'm gonna play a Windswept
It's
Heath.
unfortunate that I just make Sand Warrior tokens
Bracket.
as my whole
Yeah, that's
gimmick.
what that turns out
Yeah,
the card will be
decay
good on every
zombies.
board state. I'm going to hurt myself for 1 and crack this for a Jantrium and go.
This is not politicking. I'm just stating it would be extremely unfortunate if my commander made dragon tokens.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna state that in the movie Dune, lots of creature tokens are made.
Is that implied politics? I thought this week I
I
could
don't
just
know
do
what
my
you're
thing.
talking
You
about.
can't get away from it.
I'm gonna cast my commander, Gojo and Geto, aka Goro and Satoru, and then I'm gonna just send a polite 2 damage to Phil.
Does it fly or something?
No, it is Minache.
Oh, Manus. Take 2.
Wait, has anyone turned on the monkey yet? No, right? No, it's
No, I think I played it last time too when I played this deck and it never flipped. Nobody plays instances
is-
in Commander unless we're playing CD.
Instance or CDH? Whoa.
I might have an instant that's coming. Is it my go?
Or rip
Yeah,
it.
I'm done.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. Let's see what we draw here. Oh, do we do it? It would be pretty funny. All right, I'm gonna play Haunted Ridge as my land for the turn. This is probably the absolute worst thing that I've done all day, but I am going to. Am I just ruining my? Is this the worst play of all time?
Yo,
What?
this might be the
3 mana
sweatiest
and math
thing.
is involved?
Yeah, this is the sweatiest thing if
Are you gonna
Seth is bringing
chaos
out the
warp
calculator.
Wow, Richard is dead on. Yeah, I'm
Whoa,
considering
wow, really?
chaos warping my zombie token.
Oh,
Chaos Warp for value.
I think that's very cool.
No, that's bad because you
20
you get,
26
wait,
Hey,
you get-
no, you can't say anything. You can't
There's-
say anything.
Okay, 26 whiffs in my deck. I'm doing it. So I'm going to cast Chaos Warp, targeting the decay zombie.
Oh, that turns on the monkey.
It is an
Oh,
instant.
that's an instant,
so
baby.
That makes the monkey a
Ooh.
thing.
Actual monkey business.
So I will shuffle my
I
zombie
got
into
it.
my library. Then I get to reveal the
If
top card of my
this
library with the
works.
permanent I put on the
It's gonna
battlefield.
be a
So
land.
Watching Seth shuffle
Foundations.
Breathables.
worst case, it's hopefully a land, and then it's a
That's
ramp
not
spell.
the
I'm
worst.
okay with that.
That's
Oh, worst
pretty
case for me. I'm not worried about you guys this week. It's not politic week.
could still just hit a spell, right?
We will flip over the top card. Dreadhorde Invasion. Well,
Oh,
it's
it's
permanent
Batter
at least.
Blossom.
More tokens for me.
It's Batter Blossom. Beginning of my upkeep,
Batter
I lose life in a
Blossom.
mass one, and then my zombies can eventually get lifelink if they get big. On my end step, my zombie comes back, Phil, and then you'll also get a decay
There we
zombie.
go. And everybody loses 1, and I gain 1. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think I need to do this because my hand is kind of doo-doo. We're going to play this undo inversion, but it's going to enter tapped, but Tiller Engine will untap it. We did it. It's spelunking. I'm going to cut a deal. Every player draws a card, and then I draw a card for each card drawn that way.
Wait, I thought no
Sweet.
cutting deals in
Was that
politics.
resolved?
So everybody draws a
Yeah, cutting deals on no politics.
Wait, hold on. That is not
I mean,
flavorful.
it's not a
Gosh.
secret run. Everybody draws, so it's kind of very.
It's not really a deal per
unfortunate.
se. There's no real deal happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta discard a card. I am going to discard Cradle of the Accursed. Go ahead.
Untap. I'm gonna draw. I mean, if I'm scary, everybody knows that I'm scary, so nobody needs to say that I'm scary. But then again, I'm not scary if you guys
Are you-
don't do anything scary.
Are you
so-
politicking yourself?
Phil's
Yeah.
politicking
Is this
himself over
politics?
there, yeah.
You-
Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I'm doing
scary.
something that's
You just
only as
declared
scary as
yourself
you make
scary?
it. I'm going to play Trouble in Pairs, baby.
Woo.
Nothing scary about that.
Okay.
And a overgrown tomb
Not bad.
tapped. And then I'm gonna swing in with my zombie. I'm gonna swing in at Sep.
I will take the 2.
Okay, and then end of combat.
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pass.
Woohoo! That's funny, actually. Okay, I'll shock in a watery Dave. go down to 37. I'm going to play Loyal Apprentice.
Oh god, yes. Okay.
2 mana haste with Lieutenant at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control your commander, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying that gains haste until end of turn.
Oh, I get a Thopter as well, actually.
This is my Thopter. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at I think I've seen a Thopter before, and it looks like a weird mailbox with wings.
Okay, I get a Thopter. And
All right, we all
I'll
lose
drain
1.
Everybody for 1.
I'm going to send Goro Goro and Satoru at Richard, Thopter at Phil.
I will take 3 commander damage.
You'll take 3. I would like to go to end step, if that's cool with you. Whenever one or more creatures enter the battlefield, this turn deals combat damage to a player. Create a 5/5 red dragon. Oh, it's not an end step. This is even better. This is my first time playing my deck, I swear. All right, so I get a 5/5 dragon, which will be Red Eyes Baby Dragon, which is why I'm wearing the Joey Wheeler shirt, baby.
Sure.
Yes.
I will
With the
amass
Jinzo
I don't know
hand
anything
Oh,
tattoo.
we would
you're
say.
mad?
Joey Wheeler's back in the house, baby. Hey, yo.
I'll amass a zombie and lose a
Yeah.
life.
Oh yeah, the
And
army dies
then-
right away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 0/0 for you, but it will still exist long enough to ping
Oh.
us for one.
Okay,
that
so-
So we all
counterplayed.
Okay.
And then I'll
Yeah,
draw
that
for
kind of
the
plays
turn.
the zombie if it only triggers once.
I'm gonna play a mountain. I'm gonna spend 4 mana,
Tapping in different directions.
tapping in opposite directions. Got a max tilt.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to play my commander. Cool. It's
That's
a
a cool
5/5
commander.
flying flampler, flying and trample. I can sack 3 other creatures to put a creature from my hand on the battlefield, only as a sorcery and only once each turn.
That's so scary.
Can I just ask you a quick question without politics? How many cards do you have in hand?
6-ish.
6-ish. Okay.
Actually,
What's
exactly
6-ish?
6.
You know, I feel like there's somebody who's got an answer, and so I'm just gonna let that resolve.
All right. So a cool resolves. So I will activate my cool. I'm going to sack my golem. I'm going to sack my zombie army and my decay zombie. I can put a creature from my hand into play. I honestly wasn't expecting this to resolve. Now I got to think.
Pass.
No, I'm not going to pass. I am going to put a creature into play.
Failed to put anything into play.
Seth is determining how much aggro he can draw here without dying.
Richard is actually exactly right. We're just going to put Void Winnower into play. So
Yeah.
Void Winnower says your opponent.
I love stacks
you-
pieces.
You can't even, basically. It's not a stacks piece. You just can't cast even spells or block with even mana value creatures. And it's, I get to go to
Oh,
combat.
you
I forgot
get
about
blocked with
that.
even?
I'll go to combat. I will not attack. I will get a decay zombie back in my end step, and I will pass the turn.
Great. Hold on. Does anyone have any good lands on the battlefield?
Nah, mine are all basics
command
and
tower
duels.
fixes your mana.
You got to get Crim's anime land.
Yo, you
Jujutsu
want to go to Jujutsu High?
Schoolhouse.
Yeah.
I don't want
dude,
to.
Jujutsu
I'm
Schoolhouse,
on Dune,
baby.
thank you. I'm on my own location. All right. I didn't come here to not play my stuff, so I'm going to
As
play
long as it's
Jetmir
not
Garden.
even.
It's untapped because of Tiller Engine.
Is Tiller Engine just splunking? Does it actually just make all your lands come into play? Why don't I play this card?
I can actually tap your things too. It has to be a land that ETB's tapped, though. I think
Oh, that
we're
can
just going
tap,
to pass
like,
the turn.
Anything?
Let's draw something odd, please, because my hand is very even.
It's weird because I have 4
Oh.
mana, and that means that's like an even spell.
I'm going to play.
That Trouble in Pairs didn't trigger, did it? That whole turn
Nope.
cycle. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
You just needed to throw a stacks piece down, and then everything's good.
Mana
Is Void
Gotcha
Winnower a
Hydra.
stacks piece?
It's
Yeah, I
not
guess
politics
maybe
if
it
I
is.
tell you that if I just bring up that somehow Descent into Avernus is considered stacks, but Void Winnower isn't.
See, how I define stacks, Crim, is whether it's in your deck or not. If it's in my deck, it's not stacks. If it's in your deck, then it's.
Even stuff can block, so Crim can block, I guess. I don't want to start beef with Crim. Oh wait, actually that is that if I'm not? What? I don't know. Pass. Oh god, I don't know how to handle this.
I'll draw. No. Okay, I'll play Drowned Catacomb. I'm gonna play the Chicken Nugget, Phoenix Chick.
What are we playing?
Mm-hmm.
Some standard over there?
Yeah.
It's
You know,
like
I'm
best of
thinking-
one standard on Arena. I've seen
I
that
thought
card
I'd
every other
try.
match.
I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna get a Thopter.
Same.
Phil.
Top, top.
Everybody gets pinked.
Temple is absurdly broken. It's like Fairy
Yeah,
Artisan.
It just like run it out and gets value. I'm like impressed actually with just like the value it offers.
All right, so I'm gonna send my Chicky Nugget at Phil.
Mhm.
So I'll send my Apprentice at Richard and Satoru at Richard. My other Thopter will go at Richard, and then my Dragon will go at Seth.
Hey,
Chicky
then I draw a
Nugget-
card. Yes, sir.
Yes, no blocks, right?
No block.
Oh, no, that's ninjutsu, probably.
Yeah, I'm ninjutsuing.
Oh, that's an ability, right? That's not a spell.
Yeah,
that's a card.
it's an ability.
Oh, nice workaround.
And then
Oh, you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
draw some
bounce back the
cards.
Apprentice, and then that's gonna draw me a card from Satoru.
Yep.
Okay, before damage, I'm gonna cycle Desert of Indomitable.
Were we just taking damage? I'm
Yeah,
not
so
doing
damage. I draw 2.
You draw
And now
2
I'm
cards?
making
That means I draw a
dragons.
card, right?
Are we at end combat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna kill the Thopter that hit me. You don't go through the desert and hit Richard without paying the price of one Thopter.
Okay. I realized I shouldn't have attacked with that loyal apprentice because I forgot I can't play even cards anymore.
oh, you picked it up too. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I go to discard.
What you
I
discard?
pass.
Bedlam.
Bedlam.
All right, we will untap and we will make a zombie with
Same
our Dreadhorde
thing.
invasion. I lose 2 because of my Dreadhorde invasion. I will draw for my turn. I'm going to play a mana. I'm going to tap 2 mana,
Must be nice to cast even spells.
play an even called Blood Artist. Does Blood
Oh.
Artist resolve?
Oh, this game. Oh, we can't make any comments. Oh yeah, cool. Blood
Yeah,
Artist.
yeah.
Love it.
That's awesome. If I had played around Void Winnower, I maybe shouldn't have let that resolve. That-
On second thought. All right, I'm gonna
You know that Chancellor wouldn't have been the best thing in his hand. You know, that's just a dirtle card.
I'm gonna sack my Jadar and a zombie to activate a cool again. So my Blood Artist is going to trigger 3 times, fill twice, crim once, and I will gain 3 life. And then my cool ability will resolve. I will put Vein Ripper into play.
Pro Tour champion.
I think
Pro Tour champion
Um,
Vein Ripper.
it is not politics to then assume this game is over. Right?
I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to send my commander at you, Phil, and I'm going to send Void Winnower at you, Grim.
Wait.
And then Blasphemous Act.
Are we dead?
That is the second
It
spell
is
for
the second
turn.
spell.
I have Vein Ripper and Blood Artist, so every creature that dies is going to deal 3.
I have 3, 6, 7, 8.
Single target or to the table though? Do you have enough?
No,
all
battles
of them
for
are
single
everyone?
target, single target.
That's 6 creatures for me.
Richard has 1, so I get 19 drained for 3s. Oh, can I not kill everyone? Oh.
You don't have enough to kill everyone.
All right, so I'm going to send 7 at Crim to make sure Crim dies.
Can you politic now that you're dead?
I will send 10 at Phil to make sure Phil dies. So 2 left go at Richard. So Richard, you take 6, and I go up to 86 because
Okay.
I get to gain 3 for each of that. And then you can go, Richard.
That's chill. Thank you, Seth. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I got you right where I want you. I got you right where I want you. It's time. So you guys are House Arrakis. You guys are all dead. I'm the leftover son. I am Paul Atreides.
Yep.
Okay, so my commander has Desert Walk. Do you have a desert, Seth? Just checking.
I do not currently know.
I can play desert lands from my graveyard. Whenever a desert enters a battlefield under my control, create 2 1/1 red, green, white Sand Warrior creature tokens. I'm gonna play Creosote Heath. It's a Celestia dual land. I deal 1 damage to you, Seth.
85.
And then we go into Hazazon here. I'm gonna bring in my trump cards to save me. Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet. These are the chosen ones that will bring the Fremen back from this. Go ahead, Seth.
From
all
the 65 life difference.
I'll untap. We'll amass.
That's not
we'll amass our
necessary. I
army.
mean, I'm
We'll
more
draw
worried
for a
about
turn.
another Void Winnower.
I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to play Kranko's Command, make 2 1/1 red goblins to get my my golem back. I will pass.
What?
Yeah, that's it.
We could do it.
That's it for now.
We could do it. That was not another 10 drop. Okay.
It was it's
I will draw.
possible.
We are going to play this card as Richard Garfield intended. Actually, wait. Do we? First, I'm going to play a Desert of the Indomitable. So Hazazon triggers. Okay, we got two
Ugh.
more Fremen coming in.
Oh
Fremen
boy.
Biting Worm is the OP one.
Ah, am I going to lose to these Desert Sand Warriors? My God. Seriously.
Do you know a desert synergy card that I always play but never have any desert synergies? It's the
Oh?
Owl
Scavenger
Promise.
grounds.
Oh, my
Search for
goodness.
2 land
no.
cards. Put them on the battlefield.
And you
which
get the
will all be
zombies
deserts.
too? Ah. I thought Richard was doing nothing. It would be the easiest one to kill. That's why I left him alive.
I just couldn't cast any spells because I play all these terrible deserts.
Richard had
But
just
don't
a bunch
worry.
of colorless lands.
Wait,
I
what
was
does
like,
this
what's
do?
Richard going to do?
Okay, wait, I found one. Okay, here we go. And then
Archmage's Archway or whatever, the bounce land.
Okay,
You get
okay,
the
okay, here we
bounce
go.
land, pick up the pain land.
Cactus Preserve, and Abraded Bluffs. This is a faux pas. I'm going to use the Harkonnen. They're like vampires, but I couldn't fit them in my deck anywhere. I'm going to get 4 Zendayas, okay? Because 2 triggers. I am done for the turn.
All right, I will untap and I will grow my army and take 1 with my Dreadhorde Invasion. I'll draw for the turn, pay a black mana. I'm going to sack the zombie army to Calling the Weak, which is sack a creature, add 4 black to your mana pool. And then I am going to play Chancellor of the Forge. So when ETBs, I get to make X1 red goblins for X's number of creatures I control. They have haste. So I have 3 creatures. So I'm going to get 3 more goblin friends. So I'll go up to 5 goblins. Go ahead.
How many cards do you have in hand?
1.
1? Okay. We didn't expect that. We are going to cast Kutzil, Malamute Exemplar. I'm going to ask you if that's okay. It says your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. And then whenever a creature with its power greater than its base power deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. I'm going to play Cradle of the Accursed, and I'm going to get 2 more. And then I guess we're just going to play Orin Frostfang.
Oh, God.
So attacking creatures I control have Death Touch. We just going to pass the turn.
All right. So we will untap, make our zombie army.
Okay.
Take a damage.
I am currently in the form where I have little straws in the sand and I'm hiding in there. And I'm like, Seth.
I will draw
You're
for my
visible.
turn.
You would need morph.
Yo, okay. So
All right.
real talk, dude, greatest movie ever. You should watch it. It's really good. I watched it without knowing anything about the franchise or the books or anything. Really good.
I want to watch it, but I don't know nothing about it.
I watched the old ones with Kyle MacLachlan because MacLachlan, I believe. Yeah, from the dude from Twin Peaks. Love the old one, but it aged pretty poorly. So the new ones are real nice to watch.
So I'm going to play March of the Black Gates, which is basically another Dreadhorde Invasion. Unfortunately, I already got an army, so I just add a counter to it, and now it's an orc zombie army. Whenever an army I control attacks, or when it ETBs, I get to amass orcs 1. And go ahead.
I love Grand Abolishers because you don't have to think. You just like, I can do the thing.
Yeah, you don't even have to ask me if I'm responding, because you know I can't.
Okay, hold on. I got to count some manas for a second. Just relax.
Oh boy.
It's okay.
That's not good. How good is that Fallout show? I was scrolling Amazon the other day, or Hulu, whatever it was, and
Very good.
I think one of the best parts is just how it's so outlandish in some ways, like some of the ways the characters speak and talk, and it's just the things that they do.
All right, I have news for you. I cannot do what I wanted to do
Aw.
because I have short colored mana because I have 2 colorless lands that don't help me.
all the YouTube commenters are doing the surprise Pikachu face. Richard, colorless lands. Who would have thought?
So we're gonna do this, okay? We are going to cast Titanic Ultimatum.
Wow.
Oh, am I dead? How many creatures you got?
So we're gonna see what the life swing looks like here. Everything is +5/+5. First strike, lifelink, trample, and they also have Death Touch because I have Orin Frostfang. I have
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
And they all draw
4.
a card.
They all draw
I
2
have-
cards with Katsu, right? They are pumped, so...
Only
Yeah,
one
yeah.
with Kutzel.
Oh,
one
it's
for
one or
you-
more.
one or
Okay.
more, yeah.
One or more. So here are 10 Fremen warriors, 6/6s.
60
We got 2
damage.
Harkonnen zombies, and
Yep.
then we have
I
my
think I'm actually just
commander
dead.
Kutzil Ornfrang.
93, and I can soak up 7 of it. So yeah, that
you
actually
get
does it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
what?
GG.
Okay.
I forgot about that ultimatum.
You got
I
it.
didn't even get to
GG.
play a sandworm.
I was too aggressive with the blasphemous act, I think. I guess I should have waited another turn. Actually, I should have taken out Richard. I thought
Yeah, that-
Richard was the easiest,
Yes,
would be
that's
the
always
easiest
the
to take
thing.
out. But yeah, I guess I was wrong.
I had all even cards, so there was no way
Yeah,
I was
my
getting
hand
any
was
of
So
it.
game 2.
Yeah, that's kind of
that was
brutal.
like less than an hour.
Your deck actually exploded out of nowhere because you were doing the least in the early game, which is why I didn't try to kill you. Well, I stay in the same exact seat. All right, let's get a better hand than last game.
Oh, better hand. Okay.
I know
Yeah,
I need some
a little
Vol
weak.
or anything that looks like a respectable mana base.
Yeah,
I think Akul's kind of busted, actually. Like, this is a super scary commander.
look pretty good.
Oh no, I shuffled my commander away.
Well, that's
I
those are
need to do
breaks.
the One Piece thing where you sleeve your commander in a different color sleeve.
I saved a bunch of goldfish sleeves that I use for that. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
So we are back with game number 2, but first we need to in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Domain expansion. All right, there it is.
All right, domain expansion. Your go, Krim.
I will.
Good
What is
enough.
domain expansion? What?
It's
I don't even know.
Latins in Jujutsu Kaisen. Don't worry.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Oh,
fetch
he's
now.
talking Jujutsu Kaisen again.
I thought it was like a
Speaking
modern
JJK,
deck.
I'm passing after this, by the way.
Draw. Oh, we didn't clash on. Sorry, I was confused.
We did clash on.
We Jujutsu
Wordry.
Kaisen done.
Here's
Uh,
my power ranking of good shows I've watched recently. Dune is the best of all of these.
Oh,
Fallout
really?
is very strong. Three Body is okay, but the Chinese
Ragavan,
version is like
go.
a million times better. We just can pretend that Ragavan didn't happen.
So Dune number 1, you would say, like ahead of Fallout.
Dune is
if I was
very
gonna
good.
watch one,
Dune is
go
very
with
good.
Dune.
I'm gonna surveil. I'm gonna put this into the graveyard.
All right. I'll draw. I'll go ahead and play Luxury Suite. And then I'm
Nice.
going to play Satoru. Go ahead.
I'm gonna shock myself with this Hollowed Fountain, and then I'm going to, I guess, Rampant Growth for a Swamp. And
Very
go.
Phil turn 2. I will untap and draw. I don't know if this is politics, but I think that silly ape card just saved you a Ragavan attack because I'm going to go at Richard because I don't think I want to steal Phil's cards. So, Richard, two going at you.
You want to
Two
steal
hands.
my cards? That's a weird
I
choice,
don't
but
know.
sure.
You're not playing Hidden Gibbons at
You
least.
get- oh no!
What is it?
It's my Mandate of Peace. It's my secret tech fog card.
Oh, that's
I
actually
wanted to
kinda
show you
spicy.
guys it.
I like it.
Cast it, you won't.
I'm going to play a mountain. I'm going to play a swamp that looks like a mountain. I'm going to 1, 2, sack the treasure. 3. How about a little Hordling Outburst? 3, 1, 1 goblin tokens put into play. And then you can go.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Desert of the True. You guys can go.
Yes, no blocker. Okay.
I will play Crumbling Necropolis. Or no, not Crumbling Necropolis. I can't. I'll play City of Brass. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tap
Crim learned from
on
last.
that. No.
Yeah.
Leaving up that mana. I know what's up. I know what's
In
up.
the Triumph. I'm gonna run it back here and replay Camber, but this time it's Camber
The other
Council
one.
of Allocation.
Hey, OG.
Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life and pass the turn.
We will untap and draw. All right, I'm going to play Prismatic Vista as my land for the turn. Richard, you have not played any blockers, so 3 1/1s and a Ragavan heading your way. So I'll get a treasure.
Asusa.
Ragavan will do I want an Azusa?
Are you ready for Miku? That's the question.
You know what? I think I'm actually gonna play Azusa. This seems fine. So I'm gonna sack my treasure. I'm gonna tap 2 mana. Put this very nice dry erase token on here, which I will draw Azusa on shortly. So I'm gonna cast Azusa. Make another land drop because I have an Azusa now. It's a Sokenzan, and then pass the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna play Windswept Heath. I'm going to crack it for hopefully a Shockland. I believe I have Shocklands in my deck. Oh, I do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We did it, boys. Had I played only Surveillance, I would be very scuffed here. So maybe we should play Shocks. I don't even have a basic. So normally you'd play basics, and I would just get a basic, but I don't even have basics. Period. You path to exile me, you get value. So I'm going to shock it and I go to 30. I'm going to cast Smuggler's Share. I'm going to take 2.
Hey, I
From
think that's a
combo,
non-creature spell.
right?
Yep.
Good Azusa, by the
So
way.
at the beginning of each end step, draw a
I
card
know.
for each opponent who drew 2 or more
I'm
cards.
so bad
then
at
create a
art,
treasure
but
token for
somehow
each
this one turned
opponent
out good.
who had 2 or more lands.
I might
Go
actually
ahead.
like frame this after we're done and hang on my wall. 'Cause that's that's like the best art I've ever made.
I'm going to play Crumbling Necropolis and pass.
Okay.
You don't
Okay.
always have to leave your mana up.
I'm gonna miss a land drop and
Ooh.
be kind of sad about it, but then I'm gonna play one of my favorite creatures, so it's fine. Fairy Artisans. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, I create a token that's a copy of it, and whenever the next creature enters, the token gets exiled, and I get a new one, and then I pass.
All right, I will
Does it apply to
untap
tokens
and
or just non-tokens?
draw
No,
non-tokens. Well, Richard, you're tapping tapped out and have no blocker. Everyone else has blockers, so
Yep.
6 going your way, and then a Ragavan trigger.
So I take it you get an hour of revelation.
I will not be casting that at the moment. That can stay in exile. I will play Command Tower as my land for the turn. I'm going to spend 2 mana. I am going to cast Demonic Tutor.
Ping you for 2.
I'm just going to tutor super quick here. Put that in the graveyard. And then I'm going to spend 1 mana to cast Skull Clamp.
Ping you for 2.
I'm going to crack Prismatic Vesta, grab a Swamp, pay 1, and Skull Clamp a Goblin
Seems
to draw
good.
2.
You sure you don't want Skull Clamp Monkey?
No, we'll leave that for now. And then I will just pass the turn.
So you only made 1 land drop that turn?
Oh, wait, I can make an extra land drop. Hang on.
2 extra land drops.
I did not pass my turn. I take that back. I'm going to play a Devil Assault
Get
for a
my
sprint
turn all the
here.
time.
And then I will Skull Clamp another Goblin to draw 2 more cards.
Oh,
And
you
I will play a Thespian stage. And then we'll put Skull Clamp on Azusa, and then you can go.
All right, end step,
real this
Smuggler
time.
Share. So you had 2 lands enter the battlefield and get a treasure, and I also draw a card because you Skull Clamp like a billion times.
Damn, it
Yeah,
combos
okay.
with you giving Azusa to Seth.
Yeah, the Azusa is actually.
I don't know
forgot
about
I
that.
had
Look how many
that.
lands
It's really
you have.
paying off
Kind of
here.
gross.
I think we're dead again.
I don't think you're dead to me. I mean, the
Is that
ramp.
politics?
okay. I guess we have that
I'm
taken.
just saying. I
Very
think
nice
we're.
board.
I think we are dead. That's not politic. I think we are dead.
It's just a statement of fact. And
It's a statement,
Yeah.
a fact.
That's a statement of fact. Hazard's
They are-
on.
there's
Okay,
no
we
politicking.
need the power of doubles and die
Hey.
again. Crim for you, that's Mary Jane.
Okay.
Wait, what
Thank
happens?
you.
oh,
Thank you
wait,
for
I play a land,
explaining
by
it.
the way, which is what triggers I have.
Enters the battlefield under your control? No, it's just for deserts. Damn.
Mirage Mesa requires me to choose a color. I'm going to choose green. Go ahead.
I'm gonna help all the swamp lovers out. I'm gonna play the Dead Marshes, aka Urborg.
Hey.
I guess blue, black, red. Let's go ahead and cast my commander.
Wait.
Yeah, Phil, you get a copy. Go ahead.
I'm gonna untap and just draw land right off the top. Here it is. JK. Yikes.
Jake.
I'm going to play a Komposthaufen. Compost, I think it's called. And it says, whenever a black card is put into a graveyard of an opponent, draw a card. Land drops are
Grim or black
overrated.
decks?
I'm going to swing. I just don't like attacking. Go.
All right. We will untap. We will draw. What is our plan now?
Seth with the upside
Our-
down mountain should be illegal.
And swamp.
Upside down
And
white
swamp.
bottom.
It's
two-
just straight
two
up
of them,
upside down.
actually.
I think it doesn't tap for mana
Um,
anymore.
I'm going to pay 1 mana, Skull Clamp the Goblin.
I
I will
thought Seth
draw
was an
2.
aggro deck for a minute, but it turns out you give him 1 skull clamp and it's over.
The whole board is
Um,
gone.
How about Dragon Fodder? Make 2 goblins.
Ping you for
Have
2.
fun.
I'm just going to die to this Kemble, aren't I?
It's fine with me.
Hoping so.
Pay 1, Skull Clamp a Goblin.
Yeah.
Go off.
Draw 2. God dang it. Are there no lands in my deck?
Same, yeah.
Valakut Awakening
Oh, wait.
as a land.
Valakut?
So there's land drop number 1. I'm going to Skull Clamp the other Goblin. Draw 2.
Sure. Seems good.
Play a Swamp as my land number 2 for the turn. So that'll trigger Richard stuff. 1, 2, 3. I'll take a damage off this. I'm just going to play a Seasoned Pyromancer. How about
Oh,
that?
hell yeah.
That helps too.
So when
Yes.
Pyro comes in, yeah, you get to discard 2 cards and then draw 2. And for each non-land you discard, you get to make a 1/1.
It's not optional though, right? So I did.
It is not optional. You must.
Oh, I guess I draw land so I can discard this.
I am going to discard
and monologue tax. I'm gonna draw
Dread
2.
Return and Butcher of Malakir, and then I will
That's
draw 2.
very
And then I'll
cool.
draw 2.
Uh-oh.
That's very cool.
Okay.
Red
Yeah.
elemental tokens.
Apparently I didn't grab an elemental. All right, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to use them right now. So I'm going to sack the 2 elementals and the Seasoned Pyromancer to Dread Return to flash it back,
Whoa, that drains
Uh,
you for 2 though.
targeting the Butcher of Malakir.
I'm going to cast Domain Expansion Unlimited Void, aka Mana Drain. I'm going to go ahead and just Mana Drain that to get 4.
Okay, so you're gonna mana drain the Dread Return.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna lose 1 because I need it for blue anyways, so that's great. Then I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on top as a reminder for my 4 mana.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Smuggler share
You
triggers.
do get to draw a card, Richard. Yeah.
You played 2 lands and you drew 2 cards. Oh, Phil also drew 2 cards from season. Yeah, I get 2
Yeah, I
cards.
guess so,
Okay,
yeah.
Now I drop on my turn.
Wait a second. We missed compost triggers. Sorry. I was so busy searching for
1,
elementals.
2, 3, 4. I have 4 lands.
Two
Okay,
black cards.
so Butcher, Malakir,
Butcher
and Dread
and the Dread
Return
Return.
went in the graveyard.
Don't mind me drawing 2 little cards here. Thank you.
You might draw 1 more card, Phil, because I have to discard a card to hand size, and assuming it's going to be Grave Pack. So you get 1 more.
This deck is so cool. It just really doesn't win, though. That is might be a problem.
So I'm going to play a Sandstorm Verge. It's a desert, and it says pay 3, tap, target creature can't block this turn. I'm going to make 2 Fremen Warriors. I'm going to pay 5 mana. I'm going to cast Hour of Promise.
And you get drained for 2. And I will respond.
Yes.
With Archivist of Orkmar. Whenever an opponent searches their library, you gain 1 life and draw a card. So feel free to search your library with this Hour of Promise.
Okay, so now I can search my library.
Yeah.
Hey, I draw a card and gain a life.
You're good.
Grab 1. Okay, I'm going to ping Phil for 2 with my 2 deserts.
yeah.
And then I'm going to make 4 more Sand Warriors, and then I'm going to make 2 zombies. This is for you, Krim. It's Drax and Elvis Presley, Austin Butler and Dave Bautista. Okay, here's the fun part. I'm going to use Convoke. What is this? 10.
Oh, please, God,
7,
yes.
8.
Impervious Grape Worm.
Oh, God, it is.
9, 10.
Please.
Impervious Great Worm. 16/16 indestructible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all it is. Phil has
dude.
one too from Fairy Artisans. So
Worth it.
those are my
I have an
sandworms.
Imperious Great Poem as well. It's an artifact.
You can go ahead. Feel free to wrath me,
draw.
but not a farewell, please. And destroy his wrath.
I'm going to get 4 colorless, which will then allow me to, I guess I could do this. So that's 3. I'm going to lose a life from using City of Brass. I'm going to cast Breach the Multiverse.
Yeah, you get drained for 2
Oh,
first,
God.
but yes. So everybody
Everybody
mills
mill
10,
10.
which means
1,
that, count your black
2.
cards.
So what do you get a creature from here?
Yeah, creature or planeswalker. Oh,
4 black cards, Phil.
do we fully resolve the spell first before he draws?
Yeah. Yeah, you get to
All right,
resolve.
so I'm gonna grab Notion Thief, and then I'm gonna take back your Void Winnower, and then you have Mangara, and I guess I'll take I'll take the other thing, right? Because the other thing make it so when you play anything, if it's not tapped, I get a token. And yeah, Richard, can I get what you have now again?
Compost is a
Riddles
May,
for?
right?
Compost
I'm pretty
is
sure
a
Compost
May.
would be a May.
Okay, then I probably take a Void Widower. And I decline the compost trigger.
Yeah, sorry, I still don't know what Richard.
So Moonshaker Cavalry, Toski, Regal Force.
I will take Moonshaker Cavalry, because then I can give haste and kill somebody.
It doesn't actually give haste.
No, I have my commander to give haste.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah, I get the ETB of everything anyways. And everything gets +7 and flying. Okay. So don't attack me, I guess. My tokens enter tapped.
What's the name of
so-
the card again? Your thing? Dusk.
Charismatic Conqueror.
So Satoru. Or 1 or more. So you trigger it once? Okay.
Oh, yeah, they all came in at once.
Doesn't it get locked up by Phil's Notion Thief?
I
Oh,
don't
no, he has
have a
Void
Notion
Winner.
Thief. It's not even in my deck, I think. It felt too dirty. It was in the previous version, but had to make some cuts for new cards.
Richard doesn't have flyers. If I kill Seth... Hold on, there's no politicking. I need to figure this out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking out
Do the
loud.
math.
I'm thinking out loud. So I have 65 damage to deal.
Good thing I gained hell alive.
I give haste to all my stuff. I'm trying to factor in how I can deal enough damage to spread across the board to kill 2 people.
Multiple people. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is actually a weird moment to not politic because technically I could offer to do the rest or something, but
No politics allowed.
yeah, it's not allowed.
Yeah,
and also,
yeah.
my next turn is gonna be very independent of what happens now, I guess.
So Richard, this is going at Richard. My Ghetto, Cavalry, and my Satoru.
How much damage is that?
So that's 29 at Richard, and then 34 at Seth.
Phil responses.
No, just smiles.
I'm going to sack my treasure and play Darkness.
No.
That's pretty good. Oh, you take two?
You
take
take two,
two?
though.
I will take 2, sure.
Wow.
It is not an even,
darkness
so it is
exists.
It's an
castable.
odd too. It's an odd.
Ooh, I felt bad making you think that through, Grim, but
Yeah, I will have no responses to that.
Okay.
yeah, Richard, I wasn't doing that to help Richard. He was just along for the ride. I was saving myself.
Okay.
Wow.
So I don't even get any dragons. That's unfortunate. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So if Phil
Ooh,
didn't
ooh,
get
ooh.
the Moonshaker, there was a world where Krim just hits Phil and we both die, and Seth doesn't even use fog.
Oh, right, the evens not being able to
Alright.
block, yeah.
But it didn't matter because I still need to kill Seth, who has 100 cards.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
going
end
to-
step. How many people drew cards? So Phil didn't draw extra cards. Okay, so I get 1 card. No one played extra lands.
No.
right?
I have Notion Thief, so I get to draw that, right? Whatever.
Oh,
Seth
you get to
card
draw
was-
that? Wait, is it
Yeah.
a May
Disgusting.
at the beginning? No. You get to draw it. It's not even a May.
Okay.
Yikes. Just like Nah said.
That's
Yeah, I don't.
the worst.
Maybe I just need to kill Krim then.
Wait,
I'm going
why?
to play a land. I hate this so much.
You're
You have no
staxing
idea.
people.
Yeah.
Notion Thief- Notion Thief draws the heat.
on
We're you understand that we're dead to like
Mystic. I don't care. I'd rather die. I'm playing Mystic.
Oh my God,
Actually,
the worst. Okay.
This is why
You're
stacks never work.
politicking.
I
You
would
are
rather
for
die
politicking.
than have
Die.
people
Warning for
die.
politicking.
If you don't have a free counter, I think
yeah,
you're
that's
dead.
true.
I'm gonna play Machine God's Effigy.
Oh.
Wait, is it even?
Stop with
It's
the
even.
free counters as well.
It's even.
It
It's
is
You can't
even.
play it.
Oh, it's
I
even.
hate this.
This
I
never
hate all
happened.
this. Man, I don't. Oh, now can we stop with the stacks, please?
This isn't stacks.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Authority has the consoles. Here's my stacks.
That is stacks against me.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna play this. Man, I'm so tilted. I'm sorry. It's okay. Takesy backsies. Here's the Council of 4. Whenever a player draws their second card in a... Sorry,
Isn't
it's
that a 4
German.
drop?
No, it's a 5 drop. Sorry, the
Oh, it's a
even
5?
thing got me again. Oh, no, please, somebody kill Krim. This has to stop.
Oh, yeah, there's no politics, Phil.
Oh, you have your own
Yeah.
Void Widower too.
Yeah, you also have a Void Winnowers. I don't understand what's going on.
I didn't play it. Okay, enough
And
salt.
is that gonna enter tapped or untapped?
It is going to enter tapped. And Krim can't block with anything, right? So I'm going to swing
Is
at...
charismatic even or odd?
It's even. I'm going to swing at Krim with everything, so that's 19. Okay, ooh, yeah, that got me a little salty right there. Ooh, I kind of really want to draw some cards. Okay, pass the turn.
Whew, all right.
Okay. So no Smuggler Share trigger. It's not a May,
No.
so Smuggler Share has to go off into Notion Thief.
Well, I'm going to go to combat. So, Krim, I'm going to send both of these at you, a Ragavan and a Azusa. So 3 damage and
No
a
blocks.
Ragavan trigger.
Down to 11.
Spin me something good.
Greaves.
Yeah, okay, that's an even. Okay. I will just pass the turn to Richard.
So evens can't attack, right? And tokens are even.
They can attack. They just can't block.
But know that as soon as
Okay.
I die, Phil will. I guess
Politics.
it doesn't matter. I can't.
That's
say it. It doesn't
politics.
matter. Yeah,
Y'all
oh,
be-
get,
y'all-
get out of here, Phil. You've been
Phil,
politicking the
Phil
whole
be
game.
politicking too. Both of you be
I don't even
politicking.
politic in real games.
Somehow feels at 57 life. Okay.
That Kemball's doing work. Both Kemballs today.
Both Campbells are.
Kind of wild. Like maybe those cards are better than I thought.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're just going to kill Krim with the worm. He didn't walk quietly enough through the desert.
Despite all of those being stacks pieces, they were in your decks. Just remember that.
Not in my
That-
deck.
So
the Void Winnower was mine. The Notion Thief was yours, right, Graham?
Oh,
a
that's all
great
mine.
card.
That's all mine.
Okay,
But
that
that's
one's
just
Grim,
because-
yeah.
if I had that earlier, y'all wouldn't have been doing what you're doing now.
2, 4, 6, 8. I'm just going to play a surveil land here. Lush Portico. I'm gonna surveil. We're gonna put this desert in the graveyard. Pass the turn.
At the end of Richard's turn,
Oh, I
you
see.
still have Void Winnower, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull off a little trick I learned from Krim, actually. I'm going to play a Zat's Will.
Wait.
Each opponent sacks their highest power creature.
You get drained for 2, though.
So hopefully that's the Great Worm and the Void Winnower, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's a black. Oh, look at me drawing cards again. I'm going to draw for turn. And I'm going to play a land. All my lands tap for anything. I mean, now I can do the fun thing with it. So I'm going to play a Machine God's Effigy. Oh, surprised that I have this. It enters the battlefield as a copy of Fairy Artisans. I have 2 separate copies, and the copies refer to each fairy artisan, right? Then exile all creature tokens created with fairy artisans, but fairy artisans counts as card name, right? So double trouble now.
That's
Then
pretty,
I'm going to play.
pretty
I'm
awesome.
just gonna play all the cards that you knew about. Authority of the consoles. Guess I'm playing stacks. And Mystic Remora. Whenever an opponent successfully casts a non-creature spell, you may draw a card that player may pay for to counter that effect.
So with Mystic Remora on the stack, I'm going to...
There's a trigger on the stack as well because I played a second spell.
I'm going to, before the Remora resolves, I'm going to cast Chaos Warp
again.
Targeting Ragavan.
You get trained
I'll take it. I'll take it too.
Really?
Is this how Chaos Warp's supposed to be used?
Is that the new tag?
That's the chaos part of it, yeah. All right, so here we go. We're going to shuffle, and then we'll just cut it, and then we're going to flip the top card, and it is Baradur. It's a land.
That is not a bomb.
It enters tap. That is not a bomb. All right, carry on.
All right, impressive. Go.
All right, I will untap and draw. I'm just going to try to do things. We'll see. I don't even know if this works. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play Rising of the Day. My creatures have haste. Legendary creatures get +1/+0. I'll take 2. I think all my damage has been from that. I'm not paying for your Mystic Remora. I'm going to pay 6 mana. I am going to play a Ancient Copper Dragon.
Second
That's
spell.
my
You can
second
get
card. It's also a creature, so
Tap.
your Phil's going to do all
So I
kinds
get
of
2 of
things.
those.
Tap.
Oh, he has
Is it
authority of the
tap?
consoles.
Oh yeah, money. Yes,
Boo.
and just tapped. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot less fun. I'll play a Bloodstained Mire and pass to you, Richard.
Nobody drew extra cards? Okay.
No, otherwise I would
So-
have drawn 2 as 1 more. So no.
Okay, I think I'm going to convoke for everything. So 9. I'm going to cast a Chord of Calling, and I'm going to pay 4 mana for your Mystic Remora.
What
Does
are
that
you recording
resolve?
for? X what?
You still get drained for 2.
9? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At
I'm
least
just
I
doing
get
it for
2 of
max
those.
because I don't even know what's in my deck.
Oh, I see.
I see. You search your library and I gain a life. Yeah, this deck is getting a bit complicated.
I'm going to get Elish Norn.
I'm
So
gonna
she
get
enters
one
tapped,
of
but if
it.
a permanent entering the battlefield causes trigger ability of a permanent you control a trigger, it triggers additional time. Permanents entering the battlefield don't cause abilities of your permanents to trigger. So I turn off the artisans and the
so
machine
you
gods.
turns
effigy.
it off before this.
I'm going to take my turn. How many blockers do you have, Phil? You have 10 blockers?
Mhm.
How many blockers do you have, Seth?
Be one.
In Azusa.
I'm going to play a Roar of Resistance. So it's an enchantment. Creature tokens you control have haste. Whenever 1 or more creatures attack, you may pay 2. If you do, creatures attacking your opponents and planeswalkers get +2/+0 until end of turn. And I get drained by Kembal. I go to 20. I don't pay the 4 for Ristic Remora. I am going to swing
Ooh,
the
Phil's up to
entire
69.
team at
Nice.
Seth. Oh yeah, so I can pay 2 because I have to pay when I do the trigger.
All right. I'm going to correct this fetch real quick for Swamp. Take 1.
Oh, you for a swamp, you search, then I get a life.
Yeah.
And draw a card.
Go for...
And since I drew a card, I draw a card.
Actually, I'll grab a mountain because it's closer to the bottom of my deck. I'm pretty sure I'm dead here. 1 and sack my treasure. 2. I'm just going to cast a Plumb the Forbidden. I can sack stuff to copy it, but basically it's draw 1, lose 1. So I'm going to lose a life, draw a card. I actually lose 2 life because of Kembal.
A little more. Yeah.
No, I'm not paying the 4.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have
Uh,
a fog? You're taking 4.
All right. I will block your biggest creature with Azusa.
So that's Elish
And
Norn.
I'm pretty sure die. I'm pretty sure I'm taking more than 18, right?
24
16, 24.
plus 8,
Yeah,
32
I'm
plus
very
5,
dead. G,
37.
GG.
Okay.
GG. You got me.
Ooh.
Elish Norn has vigilance. Okay, and then Phil, do you have any flyers?
I do have flyers. These are dragons. I
How many-
think
how big
6
are they?
fives. How big is the dragons?
You have 1
6/5.
copper dragon.
And 1 2/2 flyer.
I'm gonna flashback Rite of Harmony. So whenever a creature enters, a creature or enchantment, and I could have done it for Roar Resistance, enters the battlefield under your control this turn, draw a card. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
use my
you get
4
drained for
remaining
2.
mana.
That's also
get
your
drained for
second
2.
spell.
I do not pay any mana.
Okay, I draw.
I'm going to play a Creosote Heath, deal 1 damage to you, Phil. I'm going to make 2 Sand Warriors, but Elish Norn doubles that, so I get 4.
Oh, I get double card.
Yeah, so I draw 4 from Elish Norn.
I draw another card.
Okay.
If you draw your second card while you edit.
I'm going to discard 2 cards to hand size. They're both deserts. And I'm going to pass the turn. Smuggler Share, because you drew 1 card, you drew 2 cards this turn. You didn't have
I
extra lands,
drew a
right?
couple of cards.
I'm going to have to discard another land as well. Okay, your go, Phil.
Okay, I'm going to draw for turn. Yeah, you just gotta go through the fogs, I guess. You don't have any flying blockers, right?
No, I actually only have 1 blocker. Elish Norn. Everything else is tapped, right? Because of the authority of the consuls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the flyers here. Please don't fog me.
I'm going to Intervention Pact the dragon.
You also get drained for 2. Oh, I missed the cumulative upkeep though, right? Yeah, I guess it gets auto-sec. So I get 1 trigger. All right. Please don't. 13.
Okay,
I get
that's
30
pretty good.
treasures. Just as Mr. Garfield intended. Okay, I'm going to just empty out my hand because I don't have a reliquary tower. I'm going to play a Dragon Layer Spider. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. 1 plus 4 down to 9. I'm going to play Sunscorch Regent. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a counter on this, and I gain 1 life. I also get 1 of these. And 9 left. I'm going to play everybody's favorite Shieldred the Apocalypse. When I draw a card, I gain 2 life. When you draw a card, you lose 2 life. And then I'm going to play a land. If my card draw gains life, I guess I can't have enough of it. So Trouble in Pairs. Then, as my last trick for the turn, Sardian Avenger. First strike, trample. Whenever it attacks, it gets plus X+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts your opponent controls. And whenever an artifact an opponent is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to that player. Think that's it.
Okay. How many blockers do you have? How many blockers
I do have some blockers left. 12 blockers left.
12 blockers. Okay, so Smuggler's Share will trigger, yeah?
Wait, I have to discard to hand size first, but I did draw couple of cards, right? No, actually, no. I just drew all of them.
Perfect. I didn't want to die to Shieldred anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I'm going to untap. I'm going to pay for intervention pack so I don't kill myself here. Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to draw for the turn.
Lose 2.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pay 4 mana. I'm going to cast Splendid Reclamation. It's going to return all lands from the graveyard to the battlefield. Tapped. All of my lands.
First of all, it drains you for 2. I gain 1 life from Sunscorch Regent. I create 1 insect token.
So I have 6 deserts and then one Windswept Teeth. You take 2 damage from Sunscorched Desert. I have Bounce Land here. 24 Sand Warriors. Oh, they're all tapped? Oh no, Authority Councils. And then I return 2 lands to my hand. Oh, I surveil one because this has an ability too. I'm going to put this on the bottom.
Endless Sands. Oh, great artwork.
I'm going to make a land drop. It's going to make another 4 creatures. I'm going to deal 2 damage to you.
Oh no.
Okay, so I guess we just do this. Main phase to Fairy's Protection.
So that's your second spell. First of all, 1 life. From this, I drain you for 2. This one creates a spider. That creates a knight, and that draws me a card, which gains me 2 life, and Richard just pieces out. Yeah, what do I do without an opponent?
All right, I am phased out.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna untap. I don't know if I can do anything. I'm just gonna cast stuff, I guess. I'm going to play Overgrown Tomb untapped. Take 2. Then I'm going to play Mana Gorger Hydra. Whenever a player casts a spell, it grows. Then I'm going to pay 5 mana to play Wandering Archaic. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy that spell. You may choose new targets for that copy. And that's not only my second spell, but also a spell for the Hydra. Pass.
Okay, untap.
Draw your card for the turn, you lose 2. So that's almost
I drop. So yes, I go to 6. How many blockers do you have, Phil?
Oh god. 22.
Okay, so I have, what is this?
Oh,
this
actually,
is
the Avenger as well.
Yeah, I have 44 creatures. So here's what we're going. Oh, wait, I have another creature. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm going to play a crime land here. And then, I will make 4 tap Sand Warriors. I'm going to use Grasping Dooms. I can sacrifice it, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. I'm going to kill your best X1 that you've got over there.
Yeah, I guess that's the Avenger.
And then I am going to tap Sandstorm Verge. One of your creatures can't block. Probably Shieldred, I guess, is fine. And then I am going to activate Hostile Desert. Exile a land from my graveyard. It becomes a 3/4 elemental until end of turn. So I'm going to exile a random desert. I'm going to activate Cactus Preserve. It becomes an XX, where X is the greatest mana value among commanders I control. So 3. And then we're going to go to combat, Phil.
Before combat, I'm going to besage your enchantment.
No, Phil.
Yes.
I die in the air, right? Because there's a dragon.
Oh, you die a lot of ways, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cycle Desert of the Fervent in response. Oh, wait, no, wait. That kills me to Shieldred, though. I think we have to, though. I'm at 6. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no.
We're gonna cycle.
Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I'm sorry to the editor. I can only imagine.
That works. War resistant dies.
Do you get a land?
Oh, you gain a life and draw? I decline that trigger.
Oh, yeah, you drew your second card for the turn, and I draw a card. That actually happens twice. We took Cost, Trouble, and Pairs and the Council of 4, so thank you.
I'm dead. Your go, Phil.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I'm going to untap, draw, gain 2. You swing with everything flying. Fog chat.
I'm dead. I was trying to cycle into protection or a fog or something, but I got nothing. I'm dead. I'm super dead.
All right.
Oh,
Wow.
the flyers.
GG.
The flyers. You also could have burnt me out by just casting multiple spells, and I would die to Smuggler Share Shieldred, I think.
All right. Smuggler Share's not a main. Oh, God. Ooh, I love this deck, though. Ah.
That was quite the game. There was a lot going on that battlefield for sure, but I think that brings us to the end of today's episode of Commander Clash. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed these pretty wild games, and we'll be back next week for some more Commander fun. So until then, have an amazing week, and this is a crew signing out.